Me and Dolly Parton will be in Wigs until the end. Hi, I'm Sarah, the Atomic Blonde CO. You can find me on Instagram and most social media platforms. I try to live my life pretty authentically and openly, and I would love to learn more about what you do. I think this is what we do together. We just go through a journey. So if you would like to follow, I would be thrilled to get to know you and look forward to seeing what styles and things you come up with. So I had a friend who had cancer and she was terrified of losing her hair. It started to fall out. And I said, let's go do wigs together. I'll get one, you get one, and we'll do it together. And she didn't love them. I'll be honest. She was like, you know what? I'm just going to cut it off and deal with it. And it was great. I fell in love. Like this wig that's Simmer by Raquel Welch, and it's in the shaded cappuccino. It's so, number one, amazingly natural. The curl is just there. I can do anything from pulling it back right away from my face to being a little sassy and putting it down. And I literally wash it and set it up and it's ready to go again. I throw it in my suitcase. I have had them thrown in the back seat of my car. I know that's not the way I'm supposed to take care of them, but sometimes I get crazy busy and I go from one thing to the next, and I have changed hair color 3 times in a day. And I love that literally pull it off and put it on. And people go, well, will it blow off if the window's down? No, you know, the things that we think of that wigs are they hot? No. Not good wigs. Good wigs that have breathable caps, they're not hot. You can wear them summer, winter. Now, I will admit, if it's 100 degrees outside, I may not choose a very long wig because, you know, I'm hot. And so I just don't want hair on my neck, no different than I take my own hair and put it up. But I just love the fact that, again, when I don't want it, it's off. And when I want it, it's on and it stays. I can be in the wind. No one knows. I've had someone come up and hug me and touch my hair and say, oh, it feels so healthy. What did you do? And I'm like, well, it's not mine. Well, it is mine, right? Because I guess we paid for it. But I just love that you can't tell, and you have it and you don't have it. Extensions, I couldn't do that, right? I couldn't just take it off and get rid of it and put it on and hang it up on a shelf. And so I think that's probably the best part about them is they're not itchy, they're not hot, super flexible, they're durable. I don't glue them. I just wear the little band that, you know, really holds them in place. And now at this point, honestly, I have ended up literally going to bed with it on because I forgot I was even wearing it. That is how comfortable I think that they are. So that says a lot. I'll wake up and my wig's still on my head, but my eyelash is over there. So that tells you that they are very durable if they can outlive my eyelash when I sleep. The first one that I got was a long red. It was a Raquel Welch long, beautiful red wig. And I walked in to see my hormone doctor. Actually, I get artificial hormones. I've gotten them forever. I walked in and they said, hi, can we help you? And I started talking and they knew my voice and they were like, that is not you. What happened? Did you die? And everyone just freaked out. And it was that way for a little bit. I'd walk in a room and I'd have black hair, jet black hair, and someone wouldn't know it's me till I talked. And after a while, and it didn't take that long, honestly, it was a couple months, people started loving it. You know, they would be like, I couldn't wait to see you today to see what you wore and what style you have. And I have inspired other people to get wigs. I've inspired people to cut their hair based upon a wig that I've worn, that they went, I'm terrified to do bangs. And they put on a wig with bangs and then they go cut their own hair. What do you feel like when you wear one? And do you enjoy it? And if you do, life is so short to care about what someone else thinks that honestly doesn't know you, doesn't know your journey, doesn't know your story. For me, it was seeing my friend go through cancer and realizing how just terrible she felt about what people were going to think about her not having hair, how she was going to just deal with that. They were going to know she was sick. And me going in kind of in this way to just be like, hey, let's just do it together and it's fun, to now it's just this lifelong passion of mine to say, you know what, there are lots of people that wear them for different reasons, and the reason is irrelevant. The fact that it makes you feel good and the fact that you are empowered by it, that's what drives me and that's what's important. And have fun. I have pink hair and blue hair and silver hair and short pixie cut to really long hair. I wear braids, I wear it up. It's just fun for me. And I think when people get over what you think other people think, then that's when the fun of wigs starts. So I can't impress enough. Yes, it is going to be strange the first couple times you do it. But it's like anything else that you do. What's the worst that can happen, number one? And number two, what's the best that can happen? And I think once you start doing it, you realize that really it was you all along and nobody else really cares. In fact, they find it fun. They look forward to seeing it. And it is just, it's worth taking the risk, because really in the end, it's no big deal. My one thing is that if I'm going to do it, I'm going to be authentic about it. And so I I think it was interesting, right, to see someone who has all this confidence be like, I don't join, hit, okay, just do it. And then it took me like another week to even post something because I overthought everything, right? And I think same thing with wigs, we overthink it, and it doesn't have to be so complicated. Once I did it, I think I was just amazed. Now, granted, there are haters out there, and every once in a while, someone has something not very nice to say. But I think honestly, that says more about them than it does about you or about us who are posting things, because it takes courage to go post. I also find it fascinating. Most of those people who say not nice things don't have any pictures of themselves, don't really share anything. They're kind of keyboard warriors. And, you know, you just take the risk that what you put out there is going to influence or support or inspire or encourage someone to live a life that otherwise they wouldn't have lived if they didn't meet you. And so I kind of felt like if I really wanted people to hear what my platform is and what I wanted to say about empowerment, the only way that I was going to do that is to risk being criticized. And so it was, some days it's harder than other days. And sometimes I take a week off and I go, I just need to not look at that. But most of the time, it's the messages that I get that I inspired someone. So that is the simplest question that you have asked me so far. And that is, I would have started wigs so long ago. I think the biggest lesson that wigs taught me, and Raquel Welch was my very first wig that I ever got, was that life is so short and everyone is going to have an opinion, but the opinion that matters is yours. What you do in this world, what you give back, your heart, your kindness, the legacy that you leave, it is not about your hair, but your hair makes you feel confident to go do different things and to be the person you want to be. And so I waited so long because I was so worried about what someone might think, or would they talk about me behind my back, or what would they say? And I have to admit, the day that I put it on and walked out, it was so empowering to realize that I was bigger than maybe someone's opinion. First of all, I don't even know what the perfect head of hair would look like, because I am so diversified in what I love in hair that I would go, well, which one would I pick? I don't know what is, right? So no, yeah, I would still wear wigs. I think that again, I am a lifelong wig wearer. I think that some of the people I know thought I'd get bored with it, right? It's a trend because, I tend to do that with fashion and style sometimes. And I can guarantee you that I may end up, selling some of my girls and moving them on as new styles and trends come in, because you can only wear so many, but I haven't gotten rid of one yet. And again, I think I'm over 50 or 60 at this point. I haven't even counted. And there are so many I want to try. So no, I think the perfect head of hair is what you have on when you're happy. I think when you realize what you have and when you realize what other people don't have or when they're struggling, I had someone say once, I can't take credit for it, but if everybody put their problems in a pile, nine out of 10 of us would pick up our own problems back because you don't realize what other people deal with. And I think I remember that. So I try to start my day off every day with gratitude, what I'm thankful for. And even if something is negative, to be grateful for the opportunity to change it or to learn from it or to embrace it. It's not always easy. And so I think I start there and then I go to music. Music feeds my soul, music and coffee in the morning. I think with a good song, and a cup of coffee. And I'm the Rockies rising up, that song, the Rockies theme. If I have that and a cup of coffee, I can do, and a wig, I can do anything.